Hi guys, it's my first driving video in my E92 LCI Coupe 2011. I try to show you how the tires, winter tires are. It's only -1. I want to see impression in the forest. It's not deep snow, but for me the tires, I use them in a deep snow, maybe not half a meter, but this is for me best setup for the car with I think all-wheel drive or front-wheel drive. For me it's perfect. Oh, a bit of tree. I use it in a BMW rear-wheel drive. I've seen that recommended by the guy driving M3. And I can say traction on the ice, in the snow, is really good. Of course, it's not a perfect setup. Maybe there are some better tires, but I choose them because I love the sidewall. The sidewall is really stiff. It's like Michelin PS4, not the PS4S, the PS4, the standard PS4. So you can drive it really fast in the corners. Handle grips, the steering is really precise for the winter tire. They're normally very soft, the sidewall is soft, in the corner is just spongy. This is really nice set of Vredestein Wintrac Pro tires. I use 18-inch forged alloy, forged flow form JR SL01. It's quite light. It's 8.5 and 9.5 with the tires 225 40 and 245 40. Unfortunately, I couldn't use 255 35 for the back. I wanted, but they don't make it for 18-inch. So for 19 is okay, but for 18 you don't have a choice. So I choose that size. I think it's okay. The comfort is better than on my 19-inch wheels, so I love it. And you still can drive fast in the corners. You don't have to worry about squeaking tires again. And it's really nice setup. The problem with these tires is you have to be careful when you brake in the winter. It's really annoying because I used to drive on PS4S's and they brake really well in a wet, in a nice shiny day, but these are not a perfect. Like I said, you have to keep in mind that you have to brake earlier because they are not so good in braking like PS4S's that I use in the summertime. Otherwise, for me it's okay. It's really nice. And what can I say? Even in the water, if it's raining in the quite deep water, they are still okay. They don't have so much aquaplane like other tires I used before. So I really like them. For me, the price, they're quite cheap comparing to Michelin tires, Michelin winter tires that I wanted to buy. I paid, I don't remember exactly how much it was because it was time when the COVID was still. Oh no, the car is too low. I've got Coniello dampers and Vogtland lowering spring, so 45. Ooh. You can see no problem even in the uphill in the snow, but I have to be careful because the car is really raw, especially on the 18-inch. So it sits I don't know, maybe 10 centimeters. It was 4" to the ground. The front is really low, so I have to keep that in mind, but I keep forgetting that and sometimes scrubbing the front bumper on the bottom, but I will paint it anyway. So what can I say? I love this car even if it's old, about 11 years old. It's a diesel, it's not a petrol. It's quite fast for everyday use. Economical. I used to drive to work about 20 miles one way, so it was perfect car. Now I use it only in a weekend, sometimes maybe in one day a week. I'm still waiting for my second car for my daily. It's nothing special because it's gonna be just a Kia seat, but we use it in Europe. It has to be some small engine because I will do a lot of short distances, so I need an engine with a like 1.4 or something like that. I'm gonna keep this one. It's a 3-liter diesel, over 300 bhp, 650 newton meters. I've done a lot of modification with the brakes, like M140i if I remember good, the front and rear brakes, bigger intercooler, the suspension, all M3 bits that I could fit, so like front arms, forearms, rear forearms, and rear subframe bushes. That made a big difference. No, I don't know, it was a bump steer or something like that, or the subframe, it was moving. If you just jump fast on the motorway with a big speed, just the subframe was moving all over the place. Now it's really tight, so I love it. Even when you drive, let's say with the bad roads and you have a jump, you can still feel it. The car just jumped and go, that's it. Not like before. I was afraid to drive it before I changed it because the stock bushes after years, when you took the run flats off, have been terrible. It was terrible ride. I almost felt like I could lose the control driving this car, so I had to do it. And I have 15 mil rear sway bar from E92 335i if I remember it. It makes a bit different, but not like I wanted. So in the future I hope I'm gonna change it to M3. Some people say if you use it without limited slip differential, it might be a problem with the traction control, but I think it's a problem when you've got stock springs and stock dampers. If you have something a bit lower and stiffer, I think it's gonna be okay, because I don't see any problem with that. If I fit E93 M3 sway bar in the front, 15 mil in the back, it drives much better. It's not like I want it, but we'll see. I want to fit E92 M3 rear and front, or I will think about white line. I heard good things about this white line sway bars with the adjustable I have to go that way, adjustable drop links, and I hope that will make a big difference driving. And I hope I'm gonna change the cone yellow and springs for the maybe KW coilover. I don't know. I know it's expensive, but some people say it's good, especially in a winter. In the winter time. salt and snow, I wanted to buy Vogtland coilover similar to KW V1 or STX, I think. It's a similar build. It's just galvanized steel, not stainless steel. Yeah, stainless steel. I think that KW uses for any coilover they sell. ABAC Pro S, that's what I was thinking as well. I think it's stainless steel but cheaper than V1. Not sure about quality comparing to end of the road. So we have to go back. Comparing to the KW, well, my dream is KW V3, but it's probably very, very expensive. You've got some discounts, like on a Black Friday, I think it was. So you can drop about 300 euros. So depends on where you live and which company is selling that. I've seen something like last year, it was, I think, even more than, well, sorry, this year it was even more than 300 euros drop. So it was great opportunity to buy KW V3, but I still have like 2 years old Coney Yellows with Vogtland springs. I still have to use it. I've got one leaking damper in the back because I was in Italy last year. Yeah, I was same with the Black Friday, and the roads in the south of Italy have been really, really bad. So with a full boot and a full tank, I think I damaged the right rear damper, so I've got new already, but I have to get another one because I don't like to change only one, so I'm gonna wait until the other one starts leaking and then I'm gonna change both of them. I think it's gonna be next winter, I think, because I'm gonna have to drop the subframe and use some special I don't know what's that, to prevent the rust. So the whole floor is a bit rusted in the countries like this, and the subframe is the same. So I've got, well, I wanted to find new subframe, but I already the new bushes into the whole subframe. Beside the M3 I've got original BMW bushes in the whole subframe, same with the differential bushes. So I don't want to sell it, I'm just gonna give it to the guy that will fix it, will take the rust out, will put some special I don't know what's that, anti-rust protection. It will take a while, maybe a month or something, but I hope the whole car will be protected against the rust. I'm gonna keep it for longer. Like you see, I've got different dials. I sent it to the guy that made them in white because I didn't like the old red. It's like, I don't know, I was feeling like the car is from 80s or 90s, so I like the white. I know it looks like Audi, but I still love it. My brother used to drive Audi A65, I think 2000 was, and yeah, the tires, the speedo and everything was similar to that, and I really love it. That's why I wanted to change it. So, slow down. Still roadworks. And I'm gonna make a video about the gearbox, all that controlling the gearbox lever, or whatever you call it, because I had a problem for a while and I thought the mechanic just broke it, so I was very angry. Then I started to read about this and find out that the cables, the BMW just fit the cables, and when you move it all the time, after years, they just cut themselves, and I found them really in bad condition. I almost lost control over the gearbox lever.